Hello, I am Marisha. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me. Today we're going to create a very quick and easy textured background Christmas card. So let's go ahead and get started. Using the Cozy Wreath die set from scrapbook.com, I'm going to die cut 3 different colored layers. I went through my stash and found this gorgeous paper pack from Tonic Studios. This is their Green Valley mixed card pack. It's filled with gorgeous green cardstock. Love it. I thought it would be perfect to use the emerald green mirrored cardstock to create this wreath along with 2 other colors. For the textured element of this card, I'm going to use scrapbook.com's Geo Squares A2 cover plate die, and I already die cut the panel, but I'm going to leave the panel in the die. I'm then going to bring in my adhesive tape runner, and then I'm going to apply a generous amount to the back of the panel. For this technique, I honestly do not recommend using liquid adhesive because there may be a mess. But hey, I encourage you to try it out. You also have the option to create a panel sticker by using a double-sided adhesive sheet on the back of the panel. Then that way, once you're done die cutting the panel, all you would have to do is remove the release paper and then apply the panel to your card base. I'm now going to adhere my card base to the back of my panel, and then I'm going to bring in my pokey tool. Is that what you call it? I call it a pokey tool. And as you see, I'm going to release the cover plate from my card. A couple of pieces didn't adhere to my card base, but that's okay. I'm just going to pop them into place. Once I'm done, it is on to the next step. Now I'm assembling the wreath for my card, so I'm going to use Artis liquid adhesive to adhere the layers together, but you can feel free to use any adhesive that you like. Once I'm done adhering the top layer to the wreath, I'm then going to place it aside and allow it to dry. I decided to do something different with this card. Instead of positioning the wreath in the center of my card, I'm actually going to position it on the lower right hand side. So as you see, I'm going to mark the wreath, and then I'm going to take it to my trimmer and then trim off a corner of the wreath. I'm now adhering the wreath to my card, and then I'm going to place it aside and allow it to dry. Using scrapbook.com's Christmas Expressions stamp set, I'm going to select Merry Christmas, and then I'm going to head on over to my Misty and I'm going to position the stamps on black cardstock. And then I'm going to bring in my clear embossing ink. I'm going to ink up the stamp, and then I'm going to stamp the sentiment on the black cardstock. Then from there, I'm going to bring in gold embossing powder. Once I sprinkle the embossing powder over the sentiment, I'm then going to bring in a dry brush, and I'm going to brush off the excess powder. Then from there, I'm going to apply heat to allow the embossing powder to melt. And then I'm going to bring in Lawn Fawn's banner shaped die set. I decided to bring in a piece of mint tape to secure the die to my cardstock, and then I'm going to die cut the sentiment banner. I need to perform some crafty surgery because the banner is just a little bit big for my card. So as you see, I'm actually going to eyeball the cut of the banner. So I brought in my scissors. I'm going to give it a snip, and then I'm going to bring in my foam tape. I'm going to add a piece to the back of the banner. Once I remove the release paper, I'm then going to adhere the banner to my card. This card is technically complete, but I decided to take it a step further by bringing in Hero Hue's Unicorn Pigment Ink, and I'm going to spritz it with some water, and using my brush, I'm going to give it a few taps to add some splatter to the card. To ensure that the ink is dry, I'm going to apply some heat. And then finally, I'm going to bring in Spellbinder's Fashion Poppy Red adhesive embellishments, and I'm going to position a few on the card. And after that, this card is complete. Thank you for joining me on today. I appreciate you as always for stopping by. I thank you in advance for subscribing, clicking the thumbs up button, and the notification bell. Please don't forget to check out my blog at thediaryofbellerose.com. I am sending you love and a whole lot of hugs. Until the next crafty project, please take care.